should use diplomacy and sanctions first, but in relation to your question about military presence and rethinking our military, we need a smarter 21st century force for a 21st century world. We need to evaluate bases that are overseas in places like Germany and elsewhere from the 1940s and 50s and see whether or not they should be kept open, not for tradition, but for utility. We need to keep, as Professor Hira said, research and development in Northern Virginia, not just for parochial reasons, but because it's right. The $60 billion in contracts that flow through here are largely used for important research that has spin-off effects into other industries. Our wealthier allies can contribute to the cost of the defense that we provide. And finally, on weapons systems that are outdated and unneeded, we should have an up or down bracket-like vote on the administration military weapons budget to stop unwanted systems. Lastly, I'll just mention on human trafficking, I chaired the Virginia Commission on the Prevention of Human Trafficking, and we shouldn't need military force in large number to prevent trafficking.
Thank you. Mr. Levine.
I'm surprised when I hear people on this stage say that we should only use military force when our citizens are threatened. Look, war is always a last resort. That's true. And we should always try diplomacy first, and sanctions second, carrots and sticks, no question about it. But if you tell the world that we're not going to defend our NATO allies, that Poland, Lithuania, Latvia, and Estonia, who are part of an alliance that says, according to a treaty charter, if you're attacked, we're attacked. If we tell the world we don't honor our treaties, guess who's going to be attacked next? In fact, one of the main reasons why we went to war in Korea was because there was a misunderstanding of how much we would protect our allies. That misunderstanding should never happen. So we do have to fight war smarter, though, and we have to look at defense systems we no longer need. There are thousands of tanks sitting in a desert in Arizona. We don't need that many tanks these days. We do need airplanes. We do need to stop things like the mass murder in Syria, and sometimes that might require a no-fly zone. But we need to fight smarter. We need to find a way to provide weapons so that people can fight and defend themselves.
Okay, now that our candidates are sufficient